Yeah, they Spice Legends. Walking to Burner Bites Down Under, the hottest show down under. Spice Legends, you're just joining us here today. We are about to interview the Queensland Chili champion, the man, the myth, the legend. I think it's 4 years in a row as well. David, the Flamin' Bogan. All right, Davo, how you doing, legend?
Yeah, good. Phil, yourself?
That's the way, mate. Good. You're a bit more chill than me, as usual, but I think that's the thing as well. Is you're such a zen dude, you know. It sort of works in your favor because I think, like a lot of the time with the competitors, that's what wigs them out. Is you're so chill, unfazed. I think that sort of freaks them out because they're just like, wow, this dude has the goods, and we're in like round whatever, and he's like, what? This guy's so mellow. How are you doing, mate? I think it's his 4 years in a row now. You're the Queensland champ, is that right?
Yeah, 4 years.
4 years, mate. Wow. And how does that make you feel? Like, I think you're the person who's been in this competition like the most and the longest. How does it feel to sort of be an OG in that sense?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting sort of seeing competitors come and go, and yeah, I mean, it's awesome to be a part of it. Just see the evolution of the other competitors too, like everyone pushing each other harder and harder each year. It's, you know, pretty awesome to be a part of that. And
that's right. And like one of the things you've also seen, you've seen full circle. You've seen the comp go from like COVID restrictions, online only, unwrapping a box that's sealed with evil, to then now you've been on a stage in front of thousands of people, you know, at Sawtell, the biggest chili festival in Australia, the longest running one. It's got massive amounts of people, 100 stalls. How does that feel going from that to this transition of, whoa, like being on a stage and there's a mega screen behind you, you know, like, does that feel like a huge change? Like, what's the story with that, mate?
Yeah, I think just like thinking about the whole journey, start to finish, like it was, you know, because for those of you who don't know, like I started at Logan Village Chili Comp, which was just, you know, a few desks, you know, put together, you know, then, you know, the big box online for everyone to see, and now on the stage, it's just, you know, so much different. It's, you know, you actually start to get properly nervous. You know, it's more stage fright than, you know, the chilies or anything.
Yeah, because that's the other weird thing about the comp now is we will introduce you onto the stage and like, well, we'll do a bit of an intro and you've got to walk on and there's a crowd and they're either cheering you or booing you, or, you know, and you're like, damn, that is a lot of goddamn people, you know. And like, so how do you feel? Like, what do you think the biggest difference is between big stage kind of thing going on, event like that, and like online? What do you think the biggest difference to you competing was between the two?
I think it's good having the crowd there. Like the crowd can really help you, you know, pump up, keep going. Like you get everyone screaming. They're like, yeah, one more round. You're like, yeah, okay. Yeah, I can get through the pain. I'll do one more. And then, you know, next round, it's the same thing. They're like, yeah, one more round. You're like, yeah, okay, I can go again. That's fine.
The infamous one more.
Yeah, always one more.
One more. So let's just talk about let's talk about the elephant in the room. Oh, Steve, g'day evening, legend. That's Steve Brooker from Canberra. G'day, legend. Steve is actually looking forward to feeding you again, Dave.
Mate, looking forward to it, Steve. Should be good.
Looking forward to it both nervously and excitedly.
100%.
What Steve is bringing to the table this year is actually creating something for you guys to consume. So we both, this year we previously went to Tasmania, and we tried out Australia's hottest pizza or spiciest pizza, right? And man, that just leveled me and Steve, just floored us. Like I think I got a slice and a half in, Steve got 2 slices in, and like we started filling buckets. Like it was a day. And so we originally had the creator of that was going to fly up, but unfortunately he's been having some health difficulties and stuff like that. So we allowed him to stay there and deal with that. But we wanted to try and give you guys a bit of a taste of what is to come maybe next year, maybe if he's feeling better. So Steve has sort of created a version of this pizza, and he's going to treat you guys each to a slice of it. And I think, what was the thing that Steve? Can you tell us what was the name of the pizza again? I want to make sure that I've got it right because, poor Steve, he's got to try. He's like, I'm scared of trialing it because he's got to try it before and go and taste and go. Oh, yeah, that's about right, you know. What was the name of this pizza that you wanted to call it again, Steve? It was like something fire. I know there's fire in the name, but it just
Phil,
seems like a really.
You had me at free pizza, man.
You're like, give me a free pizza tomorrow. But this is going to be a really challenging pizza. So for you, you're a meat eater, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, you're not a veg. That's right. Cool. So we've got one vegetarian slice for our Melbourne champion, Mean Jean, who I don't know if you saw, but she previously went toe to toe with Gabby, and the only reason why Gabby defeated with her was she ran out of space. Like, she's a hell of a competitor, you know. I don't exactly know whether she's immune to capsaicin, but oh, geez, if she's not, she's bloody close to it, you know. So, wow. But I think her only downfall is how much she can fit in. So that I don't know whether it'll be a boon or a disadvantage to you guys this year. Oh, here we go. So the pizza's called Fire for Effect.
Is
Steve,
this actually going to come out on fire, or is it just in the name, Steve?
Well, it turns out Steve his father has a background. His father who's passed away. Rest in peace, my man. He used to be in the military, and they had a term. They go, "What's this bombing raid for? What's this?" They go, "Fire for Effect," and they go, "What do you mean?" And it just means kill everything that moves, kind of thing. And I was like, and that's barely what that means. I was like, whoa, and I was like, kill everything that moves, kind of thing. I was like. And so that's why I think, hopefully I'm getting that right, Steve. I'm sorry if I'm not. So I think that's kind of the idea or the concept behind this pizza is like, well, it's going to kill everything that moves in your stomach. How does that make you feel, mate, hearing about something like that?
Hungry.
Steve says, it was a call sign for my dad in Vietnam. Basically, unleash hell. There you go. Yeah. So hopefully, thank you, Steve. I'm so glad that you could clarify that for us. So the other thing I wanted to talk about as well, I'm sorry, guys, because Dave's a very quiet dude. He's very chill and reserved. So you just speak up if you want to say something, man. I'm sorry if I'm talking over you because I know I'm pretty talkative dude.
All good, but all good.
No, sorry, say that?
I just said all good.
Yeah. The other thing you guys are probably wondering, why is there a bush behind me? There was a blackout tonight in my local area, so I had to move out of the Burn and Bite studio tonight into our local RSL. So that's what we're here, where we've got an excellent rooftop access and great Wi-Fi. So we've decided to do that here tonight. So that's why you're not, where's all the chili sauces going? What's going on? That's the reason why. But look, the other thing we wanted to touch on as well is people going, well, hang on. How has this dude made it 4 years in a row? How's no one topped you off yet, kind of thing. And like, it's not for, no offense, Dave, but like, it's not from wanting to try. Like we have actually contacted other festivals. Unfortunately, I wasn't due to my scheduling and whatever. I couldn't get to Queensland. I really wish I did. I've saying to Dave before, I've actually got friends and family in Queensland. I lived there for 20 years, that's where we started this. And it just the scheduling didn't work out. So I contacted all the event organizers and as many of the winners that we could contact of all the competitions, and every single one that we contact go, hey, would you like to be involved in this comp? Would you like to face off against the current champ? And every single one go, no, stuff that. I was like, well, how does that make you feel, Dave? Where people are just like, no, not that guy. Like,
well, I mean, it's a little bit pumped, a little bit deflated. Like I'd love the challenge. Like I want I would love someone to go up against it. And if they can better me, then man, awesome. Like that'd be awesome to see. But if not, it'd be good to have that challenge. So yeah, anyone out there watching, if you are keen, hit me up, hit Phil up. I'm keen for a challenge.
There you go, Spice. I just say Queensland, if you're listening, like we've only got 24 days of the comp, so we've already locked too many details in now. But if you want to take on Dave for the Queensland spot, next year, after this comp, you have all the time in the world, face off against him. Either contact me, contact Dave, or email burnandbitesdownunder@gmail.com, or message us on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, or Instagram, and we'll hit you up, guys. We'll sort out some sort of face off because Davo here, there we go. Davo here, he's keen. He's keen as a bean for any sort of challenge. Because I remember recently, you went up to Bribey Island, was it, for a wing challenge? And you were expecting some crazy, big, long, extra hectic, heavy-duty kind of challenge. And then all it was like 7 wing speed eating. And Jay Webby rocked up, and you're like, what?
To their credit, like the wings were hot. Like the wing sauce itself, it was a really, really good heat. Beautiful flavor too. Like I got to recommend them for that. That was awesome. But yeah, like it just came down to speed. And at the end of it, I mean, none of us were keeping up with Jay Webby, and even he said at the end of it, he's like, I don't know, how I would have gone with the heat, but speed, man. I could have had a 3-wing head start, and he would have caught me.
A 3-wing head start?
Oh man, he just smashed it. It was impressive to see.
Yeah, the first time I came across Jay Webby was at a pie comp, and I think the thing was to eat a certain amount of pies by a certain time, and it was like a stupid, like big pyramid of pies. I'm going, I couldn't eat that much in a week. Like, what the hell? And then I said, what do you think the thing you're most proud of out of your accomplishments with competing? And he goes, there's a hot dog competition in New York every year. I don't know how long it's been going for, but a while. I think it's called Nathan's Hot Dog Competition in New York. And he goes, I ate 41 hot dogs in 10 minutes. I'm going, what? What did you just say to me? Like, that's just hard to comprehend. 41 hot dogs in 10 minutes. And I'm like, nah, that doesn't sound right. And he goes, here's the link. Watch the video. And I watch the video and I'm going, whoa, like, that's not normal,
Crazy
and like,
fast.
Dude was just like dipping they're 12-inch hot dogs in a bun, right? And this dude, there you go. you just glitched out for a second. And this dude, there's 12-inch hot dogs, dips it in a bucket of water, and then he goes, oof, 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 and I'm going, what? Like, it's hard to comprehend. 12 inches, just bang, and I'm going, and I think I've said this before on camera. I'm going, mate, you would be very popular at certain bars with the boys. And he's like, don't say that, man. I'm like, all right, fair enough, So yeah, when you see them eat speed eating, you're going, I don't see this going well for me. And was that the thought? You saw him go, you're like, oh crap, here we go. Like,
well, I think I didn't quite click to it at first. It wasn't until right before the comp, we're lining up at the table. I was chatting with a few of the other guys who knew who he was, and I was just like, oh well, like, I'll give it a crack, have some fun with it anyway. And end of the day, the wings were nice. It was a good warm up challenge for things, and then I was just nowhere near quick enough to keep up. So
we were talking about this pizza before as well. We found out that he was down there and ate this pizza as well, which is like, again, normally a chili challenge, but because it's got a speed element in it where you got to eat it by within 10 minutes or something, and you got to clean the plate. Like your plate has to be clean, and this pizza is stupid hot. Like, it's one of those pizzas you don't want to think about it. Like, half of me thought, maybe I should have been drunk when I did this. This was really dumb. But he apparently ate this pizza in 59 seconds. I'm going, dude, what? Like, it's not the biggest pizza in the world, but what? Like 6 or 8 slices of a pizza is like, it's 59 seconds, like less than a minute. I'm going, that's moving, man.
How do you go with this? Because there's an afterburn on that too, isn't there?
I don't remember if it's an afterburn or not, but that would suck.
Mm,
But I do.
yeah.
I did contact him and I go, "Hey, dude, I saw your number or your time up there. How did that go?" And he goes, "I will never ever effing do that ever effing again. No effing way. Blah blah blah." I'm like, right. So it did hurt. Like, it sounds like it hurt. He got the job done, but it sounds like it hurt. I was like, you know, there you go. So that's from a speed eater and a consumption eater going, nah, never again. I was like, well. And there was a couple of times where I did invite him to do this comp, the national comp, and he's like, no. And I'm like, why not? He goes, that's way too long to have that much stupid stuff inside me. Well, all right, there you go. So I think the consumption guys, they're more about that quick, get it in, one and done, don't think about it, you know, through the lips, over the back gums, you come look at the stomach, here he comes kind of thing, you know. And I stole that from Dunny. I love Dunny. He's got great mannerisms and words and sentences that he just flips out of the top of his head. Yeah, it's just sort of interesting, sort of seeing a little glimpse into the mindset of a consumption or a speed eater going, yeah, okay, I can get this in, but don't make me hold it in for very long. I'm going, all right, there is a limit, there is a weakness to it. So considering that, and you're on the flip side of that, you've got to eat a lot, but over a long protracted amount of time, and you've got to keep it in there. What do you think is working in your advantage compared to consumption eaters and speed eaters? What's the mentality of you compared to them, you think?
I think what separates the hot sauce, like the hot eaters versus your consumption, your speed eaters, is it's like you said, it's not about that speed. It's enduring. So you've got to be able to hold that. You've got to be able to keep that going for 20 minutes, half an hour, an hour. It's not just it's not just 10 minutes, one and done. Like it's a long time on that stage, and when you're hurting, it can feel like a lot longer.
Yeah, that was the other thing I was going to ask you. So now you've got that experience of being on stage or being online. In your mind now, between being the online one and the stage one, which one of them do you feel like the time elapses slower, or it feels like it's a longer time, either between rounds or competing? Like which one feels like it's taking more of your mental strength to keep going, in your opinion?
I think like the thing about the strength to keep pushing on, I think the online one was a bit of a challenge because I know a lot of the other competitors were at home. I was fortunate that I was at a friend of mine's restaurant while he still had it, and I still had a few people coming past cheering me on, but you don't have that push of the guy or girl next to you is struggling all the same, and you've got to beat that person who's pushing to beat the next person, and so on. You don't have the crowd there, so I think being at home doing it wouldn't be quite the same as being on that stage where you've got the crowd, you've got the competitors next to you to really push you along.
Absolutely. And I think that was something that Iron Guts Barlow, Greg Barlow, touched on earlier, because he goes, the Melbourne comp was intense. There's almost 1,000 people. There's easily a couple of hundred people watching, and it's a full-on experience. It's immersive. It doesn't let go. It's a brutal comp too. And he goes, it just that experience with people, that intensity, people in your face, booing you, cheering you, it's just a different kind of environment. And then you said, like yourself, it's just different again when you're on this massive stage in front of a massive amount of people. You've got a mega screen behind you. You've got huge speakers and music and everything. It's a big fanfare, and kind of almost like Goran was saying, it's sort of the glitzy glamour version of probably one of the most glitzy or glamorous chili comps in Australia. Maybe that was his description. He said, "Is that the way you feel with it as well, or what's the story there?"
Yeah, look, I mean, it's as it should be too. It's not like it's just your backyard chili comp. It's the Australian Championships. We're competing to beat the number one. So, it really should be up there.
Everyone.
That's it.
So that being said, look, I don't know if you've watched many of the competitions around Australia this year and sized up your competitors. Is there anyone that you're worried about or that's caught your eye where you're like, whoa, I don't know how I'm going to go against that person? Like any competitors where you look, what's the story with that?
I think it's looking like a pretty good field. I think everyone's put on a good show so far. I'm keen just to see how everyone goes, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what you've done in previous comps. It doesn't matter what prep you've done. If you're not on your game on that day, it can be anyone's game still.
Absolutely, and like it's reverberating a lot of what I said to all you guys. No matter what year, I always say to all your competitive people, go, "Who do you think's going to win?" And I'm like, I can never predict it. Like, there's always going to be a favorite or maybe a least favorite or whatever. But none of that matters. Like you said, on the day, you're only as good as the day you compete. And you could be Muhammad Ali. If you're having a bad day, it's not your day. And if you've got your upset stomach or you're not feeling it mentally or you had a few too many with the boys the night before because you're just celebrating or whatever, I don't know what it is, or you're just nervous, sometimes that's going to get the better of you. And even the best competitors are vulnerable to that kind of stuff. So I'm not in everyone's heads. I don't know what everyone's thinking all the time, and I'm definitely not psychic. So I could never, ever tell what people are going to be thinking on that stage, So you're all in charge of your own mentality and your own mental strength, so it's up to you. But at the same time, that means that it's such an interesting variable that I'm never going to guess who's going to win. Like there was that year where Dom beat Gabby, right? And if you asked me, my opinion would have been, Gabby all the way, because I just didn't know Dom. I had never seen him compete. He wasn't supposed to be there, Adam was supposed to be there, but Adam got COVID, and he really checked that he had COVID. He did 6 COVID tests, and he's like, "Nah, dude, I really can't go." And he was supposed to go to his uncle's funeral the next day. He goes, "I can't even go to my uncle's funeral." Like, devastated, obviously, and he can't go to this comp. He really trained hard. He put in all the effort, the steps, and he just got unlucky. And this guy Dom, who came out of the woodworks from Instagram, is just like begging for a chance and going, "Well, you got a shot with the big boys, here's your shot." And he goes, "I'll be there with bells on. Don't you worry." And he drove up himself, and I'm like, what are you going to do? And he just goes, I'm just going to go to a dark place, mate. And he did. And, and you could have asked me all day, every day, and I would have said, I reckon Gabby's got this. And he beat Gabby. It was close, but he beat her by 1 chili. And sometimes that's all it is, isn't it? And like there was that one time where you, unfortunately, and I'm not trying to take any kudos from you, where you sort of give Stephen Bradbury the win, and sometimes a win is a win, but you weren't in control of that situation. There was like a massive storm that went through Canberra, New South Wales, and Victoria all at the same time, knocked out heaps of people's connections. We were League of Fire rules where they're going, well, if you're off the camera for 60 seconds, you're out, and they got disqualified, and it was devastating, heartbreaking. Gabby got ruled out, and she's like, "Oh, that sucks. That's so unfair." And I'm like, "I agree, but I was bound by League of Fire rules." The League of Fire guys, I messaged them like live, like what was dreaming, going, "What's the go? Can we get Gabby back in?" And they're going, "No. That's the rule. Got to stand firm in the rule. Doesn't matter. No exceptions." And I was like, and it may have been maybe the bad guy, but I had to be fair. I had to be unilaterally fair with everyone, and that's how I've got to be, with everyone. I have to be the impartial judge and referee and everything all at the same time. So it's both a challenge. It's both also what is it called? A great thing that I'm proud to do, but at the same time, it has its challenges. Trying to be as fair as possible, And chili sauce distributors from South Australia. Hello, guys. How you going? It's really tricky to strike the perfect balance. But I feel like we're getting a better balance now that it's live at a festival. It's in a real live location. You're all in the same spot at once. It's fantastic. It's obviously a lot more expensive to fly and sponsor you guys to get over there in one spot, but it's obviously more worthwhile, clearly, because we're getting much better results. And the crowd gets to see it live. Overall, it's more of an interesting comp. So this is Travis from Canberra. He's the Canberra Chili champ this year. Definitely was an uncontrollable day, but regardless, he still smashed it. Yeah, thanks, Trav. I appreciate that. And chili sauce distributors, Garana's coming to get ya. So that's the sponsor of the South Australian chili champion, mate.
Yeah, I'm keen to catch up with him again. Sorry,
have you watched any Garans this year? The South
I haven't. No.
Oh, he's been on the warpath, man. He's taken it to South Australia. He went, come all challenges, smashed them all. He came second last year against Dom. And we took him to New Zealand, and he beat everyone in New Zealand in a 3-hour comp. How does that make you feel? Yeah, 3 hours of competitive chili eating against the best New Zealand. How does that make you feel hearing that?
Man, I'm pumped for it. Like, at the end of the day, win, lose or draw, I just want a good comp.
Like good challenges, good competition too. Yeah,
good challenges, like good competition. Everyone really pushing each other to just see how far we can take it.
And that exactly that is the whole DNA of this comp. The whole point of this comp was, it's funny, people go, where did you get the idea for this insane competition? And I'm going, you know what it really kind of was? It was watching the State of Origin and going, I wish there was a State of Origin with all the states in it, And then one time I watched all these chili comps, and I thought, wouldn't it be great to have a chili comp where the best of the best from each state and territory went against each other, like State of Origin kind of. It was originally going to be State of Origin chili comp or something like that, and then we're going. So you're going, why don't you just call it Australian Chili Champs? I'm like, oh, well, that makes sense. Let's do that, And it sort of went from there, And it's just so funny how things come to reality, So that being said, I should probably ask you the obvious question. We're right in State of Origin season. Are you still a diehard Queensland fan, a Maroon fan? Like, what's the story with that? Are you into that? Does that G you up?
Oh, look, there's probably going to be a bit of hate thrown my way, but I was always, New South Wales, so up the Blues.
There was
Sorry,
people.
guys.
I'm sure there's going to be people screaming through the screen, "Oh, boo, Queenslander!" all that stuff, 3 hours. That's hot, says Jeff. Yeah, Jeff. That's he's one of the local boys. It's going to be good, says Chili Sauce Distributors. That's it. You're all good. Yeah, there we go. So this is going to be a hotly contested competition, mate. Going into the comp, a lot of people have a lot of different strategies and a lot of ideas of what they're going to do, what works for them, what doesn't work for them. And some people swear by their prepping and their conditioning and all that kind of stuff and their training. What is it that you're doing to train for this comp, but prepare? Like, what is that you're going to do that's going to give you that edge?
I think just, upping the hot sauce consumption at home. Like, it's the same thing I say every year. Like, I couldn't tell you the last time I went a day without eating a hot sauce. It probably would actually be years ago. So, just going to up that a bit. Then on the day, it's just, run through the prep, take a few breaths, get in that mindset, get on the stage, and then just, give it 100% and see how we go.
Absolutely. And so let's talk about that mindset bit too. So we were sort of saying, and again, I'm not having a go at consumption eaters, but it's the thing that you notice with consumption eaters. It's like really quick. They smash through it. They power through it. But this isn't that kind of comp. This is the comp where you eat it when it's served to you. You get it when you get it. It takes however long you take, right? You don't have control of how long it takes. You have. Once you go past that 1 hour mark, as you're a seasoned veteran now of this, Dave. What that mental strength, that mental toughness is what's going to get you over that line. Once you go past that 1 hour to 1.5 hours, what is it that's going to be doing that for you? What's getting you over the line? What's going to help you mentally to get past these issues where most people would give up because their physical bodies is like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. But your mind is gone past that line? What is that? What is doing that for you?
I think just trying to keep a clear head. You know, um, I think it's a bit like a marathon. Like, you know, the body gives out. You need that mind to go. Okay, no, you know, keep pushing. Go that little bit. Just keep moving. Just keep moving through. And then, once the body picks up again and the mind starts to give out, you can remind yourself, no, we can do this, we can go. And just, keeping that mental fortitude just to keep moving.
Absolutely. And is there a particular thing that you do at the start of a comp before that gets you into that mindset? I know what Garana's doing. He's working on beating everyone. Far out. That's the South Australian guys. Jeez, they've been tongue in cheek this year. Jeez, they've been very vocal. Yeah, but hey, I'll give them kudos. They're backing their man. Fair enough. If you're gonna sponsor them, you got to back your man. Absolutely, or a woman, whatever.
Yeah. Look, I think for me, it's just trying to keep a clear head through the whole thing, like not letting everything get to me or psych me up too much. Just go in, be calm, keep it level-headed, try and avoid the hiccups because that always kills.
So what does that for you? What helps you get to that state? Like I see a lot of people, they go tunnel vision. Some people go to their happy place. Some people will play music before they start, or they'll visualize stuff. Or I've seen people just slapping themselves around, to get their game face on. What is it that does that for you?
I don't know. I think it's just taking that breath, just being calm, being in yourself, like accepting that that part of this is going to suck. And just breathe through it. I think that's really all there is for me. That's
pretty honest, and that's a fairly good point. One of the things I saw in the New Zealand comp was there's one particular dude, and he was bent over and he was breathing a certain way, and he was like wriggling, trying to find that sweet spot where the cramps were like just less or not as much or hurting. And like, is there a particular way you go about the breathing or a particular position that you get into where you're just like, okay, I'm sitting in this in stone, or is it like you sort of wriggle, or what is it that works for you in that kind of scenario? Because like I know a lot of people that go, like you said, deep breaths, or they sort of try to not breathe because some people go, oh, it hurts to breathe. So they're like sort of breathing through their nose or whatever. What technique is it that's helping you get through those particular rounds?
I think just being pretty fluid with it, like, shuffle around, move to how it feels. I won't say good, but tolerable.
Yeah. And so what do you reckon, like, the thing that makes it the most tolerable for you? Like, is there any examples, or what's the story with that?
I don't know. I think, just trying to find a comfortable spot, focusing on the flavors is a big thing too. Trying to, look past the heat, because the heat's there for sure, but all of our items are like absolutely delicious as well. So.
So that being said, like the items there, because obviously it's a mixture of raw chilies, it's a mixture of products. It's a lot of left hooks and curveballs and whatnot there. Is there like a particular item that you're looking forward to the most, and is there a particular item that you're dreading the most, where you're like, oh, I hope that I don't have to deal with that this year, kind of thing? Oh, you there? Oh, you there?
Look, I think honestly my least favorite is probably the fresh chilies. Yeah, yep.
Okay. Yeah. So your least favorite is the fresh chilies. Any chili in particular? I've got a feeling I've got to know what this one is.
Yeah, like last year we had, yeah, look, it's Reapers. They're not the nicest flavor. Ghosts, scorpions, like, but Reapers are just, I don't know, man. I just can't take to the flavor of them.
They're not that fun. And so what would you say you're probably looking forward to the most, or they have the most positive feelings about, either from last year or the previous years?
I mean, you did say free pizza at the start, so I mean that's a pretty good selling point right there.
So the free pizza, but like from the previous years, what stuck out to you most, where you like really enjoyed, or you probably enjoyed the most? Do you think?
Oh, I think there was the sausage from last year. There was the gummy from a couple of years back. That was nice. The gummy bears are always nice. Like I like the sweeter ones, honestly.
Okay, so yeah, so more the gummies and the sausage as well. Which sausage did you enjoy the more, the first one or the extra hot one?
I think they were both pretty good. I think by the time we got to the second one, I wasn't tasting it as much.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I mean,
it was like one of the
still available, I'd definitely buy a kilo.
Yeah, I will. The guys from Exotic Chilies actually make them in Queensland. I think they're based in Townsville. So you can get some from those guys. Hit them up, exoticchilies.com.au. They're always keen. They make a lot of excellent creations, including awesome habanero and reaper mashes. So go and check them out, guys, exoticchilies.com.au, or check them out on Facebook, facebook.com/exotic chili with an X. That was even I enjoyed them because like they had some spice, but they had some serious flavor to them. I know that like by the time you guys probably got to the hotter versions of the sausages, they're probably a little bit colder, probably not as tasty because they're cold. But we couldn't just stick a microwave on the stage, And at the same time, we want you guys to burn from the chili, not from the temperature of the sausages as well. Which is funny that the guys are going, oh, the first one was pretty hot, and I'm like, well, you can there's only so much you can do. I'm not a genie, I'm not a magician, I can't control everything. So out of now that you're racking up these comps, like I don't know, like maybe drinks or shots or something. But have you got a best chili experience yet from all these competitions that you've been in now? Like, is there anything that stands out to you and like, wow, that really was the best time with chili, or that was the best experience of having chili so far?
Thinking about it, it's probably that. I think it was that first year in Sawtell, like just going from small local comps to the online, and then being up on that stage with the other competitors there. It was just a little bit surreal, I guess.
Because it was different, wasn't it? Going from the online experience to then like, whoa, like here we go, we've hit the big leagues, And it's one thing to be at a chili festival live. It's another thing to be at the biggest chili festival in Australia with the most amount of stalls, the most amount of people. It's just massive, isn't it? Like literally, when I talked to the event organizer and I went first and saw that, it's literally the CBD of a town with fences around it. I was like, wow. Like wow, what a potent combo, And like the whole town is the CBD of the town is the festival. Like what a concept in itself, And then to see so many people rock up, and you can walk down the main street of this place, and you're just like, wow, you could barely move because there's so many people, and there's just so many stalls, and they're from all over Australia. I thought it was fantastic, and it's not just chili as well. You can get like, what was it? There was that German sausage joint, and they had like a half-hour wait to get a sausage man. Like, isn't that amazing? Like it was like, what? That's just such a bizarre thing to have a German sausage at an Australian chili champs and chili festival.
Yeah. No, look, that's the Sawtell Chili Festival. Amazing festival. Even if you don't like the hot sauces, hot stuff, get down and then check it out because it is amazing, the variety of products.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. Yeah, Sawtell 2026. If you don't know where Sawtell is, it's about 20 minutes south of Coffs Harbour in New South Wales. It's it's a great town. It's a nice little surfy town too. So we just talked about your best chili experience. Have you got a worst chili experience? Was there an experience where it is like, oh, I don't think I want to do this again? Like, I remember there's been multiple times where I've been bent over on my hands and knees in the shower or in the bathroom, after puking a lot, and going, sort of praying to God, he's not listening, praying to the devil, he's not listening. And I'm like, oh, looks like I'm on my own. Like, is there a moment where you thought that, where you're like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to do this again?
Well, I think it was after the first comp, like the the online one because, got everything down, got a little bit out, and I thought, she's golden, we're good to go. I hung around at work, helped pack down. I'm like, sweet as. And getting home that night and just everything hurt, and then it stopped, and then it hurt again, and there was nothing I could do. So it was just
So
ride it out.
my dad would go to me when I didn't learn a lesson. I did something really stupid. And go, now what was the lesson we learned from this? what was the lesson you learned from that one, mate?
Don't be so soft. No, I'm kidding.
Well, like, one of the things I say to the competitors is, when in doubt, get it out. Is that what the lesson you learned as well? Like,
yeah, that was definitely the lesson I learned from that. Like, and when you think you've got it out, try again, because that night I did not. And there was tears, there was cursing, there was praying, there was everything. But
absolutely,
good times.
Because that's the problem. The most problem thing, eating chili in large amounts, extreme types of chili or chili competitions and challenges, is it's not over quickly. It's not done. It's not one and done. It's like 6 times, and you're just like, why can't this all just come out in one go? It just won't. It will not.
Yeah.
It's not over quickly. It's very painful.
I think it's just those waves that come through. Like it comes up and then it eases off, and then it comes back up again.
It lulls into false sense of security. Isn't that right? You're like, I think I'm okay now, and then you're like, oh, there it is again. Oh shit! It feels like a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Was there one? So this is the first comp. So after the first comp, what did you do? What was your strategy post comp or aftermath wise? Then, knowing this, then what have you done differently since then?
I think since then, I've just worked a bit harder on getting it out. Like that comp, I just cleared a little bit out, and then just went, that'll do, sweet as. After that, I've gone, no, let's keep pushing it out. Let's make it all come up. So,
because like a lot, one of the things I see. Oh, sorry, say that again.
I say cleansing properly is really important.
This house has been cleansed. Because like you're right, it kind of feels almost like demon spirits are trying to come out of you or escape out of you. You're like, and there's only one direction that can come out. You're like, oh no, please no more. But like one of the things that I've learned from a lot of other competitors as well is that their strategy is eat something before, and many people have their own idea of what that perfect thing is that they line their stomach with. But then also, if they have the opportunity to get it out or purge, as they say, and keep purging until you see that thing that you've eaten before. Is that something that you sort of incorporated into your strategy and your training there?
Not so much into the training. Like I do, a bit of pre-game prep. The training side of things, like I'm just ramping up the heat of what I'm eating on the daily. So it's not so much sitting down having this one big binge. It's just daily having that heat, building it up every day, and just riding it out.
So sort of building up a tolerance, but also building up like the ability to hold it in longer and longer and more amounts and worse, more exotic or more intense stuff. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, like get that gut bomb and just ride it out. Let it sit there. Let it hurt.
Absolutely. So, like now that you're the OG, you've been doing this 4 years. What do your family and friends think of this? Have you turned them around? Like, did people originally think you were crazy, or are they really proud of you now, or are they just like, this is just something that Dave does? What's the story? What's the word on the street with that one?
I think it's sort of at a point where they're just like, that's just a thing. He's mental. Don't worry about him. So.
The straight jacket's in the corner. I figured it out. Don't worry. Is that the story? He's like, I figured those buckles. So
I mean,
you're
they
obviously
always starts want to offer them food. They're just like, hang on, like, how bad is this one? after the
People don't trust
I
me
think
when
it
I
was
give them free food anymore. They're going, no, I don't know about you, man. I know you. You've burnt me before.
No. I took the Tim Tam on the boys' trip and shared that around, and I laughed. They
How did
cried. It
that
was
go?
great. We all had a good time.
So if you guys don't know what you're talking about, we've previously we've got a company called Bob and Brian Sauces where they do amazing chili sauces and different flavors and whatnot. And they created, or every year I try to, what's the word? I allow producers to create as the most Aussie stuff we can find and use their creativity to make something really Aussie leaning and whatnot. And these guys created a 10.2 million Scoville Tim Tam. And wow, it's delicious, but geez, she hits, doesn't she? She's got some kick.
Oh yes.
What do you think the most interesting about the Tim Tam? Oh, you there?
Yeah, sorry, Phil, lost you there for a sec.
Oh, okay. So I said, what do you think the most dangerous thing about that chocolate Tim Tam is, mate?
I think it's just you're not prepared for it. Like it looks like, like a little Tim Tam. Like that looks delicious and chocolatey, and it is. It's delicious and chocolatey, and then it stabs you in the face and sets the knife on fire. So, but it's still really nice.
It kind of reminds me of like Willy Wonka. It's just like, welcome. What's that song that goes, "Come with me and you'll see." Oh, like, psych. It's like, oh no. It's like a more sadistic Willy Wonka, almost. Like now that again, like you're the OG, you've been here 4 years. You sort of come one, come all. Taking on any kind of challenges, whatnot. Have you got any advice for people that are wanting to try this kind of insanity, or trying to get to your level, or they want to get into competitions and chili competitions? What advice would you give to those people?
I think just get out there, give it a go, push yourself. I started out with just a local chili comp. I just thought, what's the worst that could happen? And it turns out being an actual competitor is where it can lead to. So give it a go, push yourself.
Absolutely. And so, like, a lot of the antithesis or the opposite of that kind of sentiment is some people, every single time I do a stream at a chili comp or some sort of competition, right, that's involving chili, every single time I get a comment at least once. Every chili comp is like, "Oh, you're going to die. You're going to go to the hospital." What are you going to say to people that have that kind of mentality, that like think these kind of things? Like, now that you're on the other end of that, you've been on the other side.
Look, so to the best of my knowledge, there's actually no recorded deaths due to capsaicin. It's all due to like comorbid conditions, like underlying heart conditions and that. So, unless you've got a heart condition, this should be sweet as.
Because that's one of the things is like there's only 4 possible reasons why you could have any issue or permanent injury or something with chili, and that's like you said, allergy to chili or capsaicin. You're pregnant, you're under 18, or you have a heart condition, right? But obviously, we screen all you guys, we check all you guys for all that stuff. Clearly, you don't have those issues, otherwise you wouldn't be competing at this level.
I'm pretty sure I'll pass the pregnancy test this year.
I'm in my 3rd trimester. It's just like exceedingly obvious that you guys are all battle tested, battle hardened. You've all been there. You've all won at least minimum one serious competition, to earn your spot. So you're not just some random people that are rocked up to a festival, don't know what they're in for. You know what you're in for, to some degree. So it's clearly that's not the case. So no one's obviously going to die there. We do have paramedics on standby. We do have medical professionals, and we all have all these with different what do they call them? Not temptations. have things to help you guys reduce the pain and whatnot. But these guys know what they're doing. Like Dave knows what he's doing. They've all competed before. They've battle tested. They're battle hardened. It's clear that that's not what's going to be the case. And it's funny. Like all these people get worried, and then an hour later, next thing you know, we're all having drinks together and having celebratory stuff and drinks and whatever. An hour, a couple of hours later, and your guys are all good, like nothing happened. It's such a surreal thing to see. Obviously some people will push themselves a little bit harder, and it'll take a longer time to recover. But even I'm surprised at times how quickly you guys will recover and be like, right, let's have a drink, like let's celebrate, And it's just amazing to see you guys to come on the other end of it, And even I'm just like, wow, how are you okay? Like, are you okay there? Like, kind of thing,
yeah.
So,
well, I don't think I need to start at this point.
Yeah, I mean, look, at a certain point, you got to admit to yourself, maybe I'm a little bit loco, a little bit mental in the head. But like, I think it takes a certain mentality to get to this level or to be able to want to compete at this level, So like, let's talk about like what's in the future for Dave after this comp. Have you got any plans post comp or whatnot?
I don't think I have nothing really on the cards at this point. I think, just keep an eye out for anyone wanting to have a go, take the challenge, and I think as far as the future goes, I'll keep going until somebody else wants to take over.
There you go. So you've heard of there, Queensland. You heard it here first. If anyone wants to take on the OG, the Flaming Bogan, Dave, then you've got an absolute chance. You can hit up either me or Dave or Burn and Bites Down Under on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, and we'll organise a face-off after this comp if that's what you want to do. Because we're always looking for bigger, badder competitors. Not a stab at you, Dave, but I'm just saying, like if someone thinks they've got what it takes to take on the champ, go for it. We're opening 100%. Invitations to it. Obviously not before the comp because there's only 24 days. Everything's kind of set in stone. But after the comp, game on. The floodgates are open.
Yep, 100%.
Awesome, mate. Is there anyone you want to do any shout outs to before we make a move? Any sponsors or people, friends, family, whatever that be helping out, etc.?
Friends, family, love yous all. Thanks for all the support. Sponsors, Qd Chilli's. You guys have been backing me for a few years. Keen to see you at the comp if you can get down there for it. Yeah,
hopefully these guys are at the comp. I'd love to see you guys. It'd be great. It's always good to see producers and chili creators from every state and territory, which I think is really amazing to be able to help contribute to inspire people to want to be a part of something that's not even from their state, which is fantastic. And also rep and back their guy or girl from wherever they're from. I love seeing that, and I love seeing more unity and bringing more different states and territories and communities together. We're all one big chili community. It's great to sort of see that kind of thing go on. So look, the last thing I wanted to ask you before I let you go, Dave, is have you got any words to say to your fellow competitors before the comp? Have you got any fighting words or any words of encouragement, or what's the story, mate?
Look, good luck, game on. For those of you I haven't met, keen to meet yous, and for our returning competitors, keen to catch up again.
Absolutely awesome. All right, Dave. Well, thank you so much for joining us, mate. We'll let you go, buddy. It's been a great interview, and we're going to see you very soon. Only 24 days till that comp. Wow. Is that making you nervous at all, mate?
Bring it on. Keen as.
Bring it on. No, there's no nerves there. I'm pumped. Awesome. All right, buddy. We'll let you go. You have a great night, and we'll talk to you very soon.
Too easy, man. Cheers.
All right. See you, Spice Legend. All right, Spice Legends, thank you so much for joining us on this crazy interview. We've got a couple more interviews left to go. We've got our New South Wales champ, our Tasmanian champ to go, I believe. And, Saturday we've got our Tasmanian champ Brody, the Brodino boy, at 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Bring it on, legends, says Chili Sauce Distributors. Bloody oath. Well, that's it for our Spicy Goodness Spice Legends. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, join us live for Saturday, 7 p.m. our Australian Eastern Standard Time for our Tasmania Chili Champion competition interview. But we'll catch you guys later. So for now, keep calm and be awesome.